Okay, today is going to be probably a shorter lecture than normal. There's two things for me to show you, and that is a couple of abbreviations. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is called a Nand Gate. N-A-N-D. Okay, and that stands for not and. Okay, what it means is, for instance, the negation of P and Q. There's a symbol that you can use to stand for that, and the symbol is a vertical bar between P and Q, like that. Okay, that means the negation of P and Q. In mathematics, we don't use that symbol. Okay, so that's something that you would see in computer science. In mathematics, if you drew this, somebody would think you meant something totally different. We use that symbol for something different in math. Okay, so this is something that you would only see in computer science. All right, so let's draw the input-output table for that. Okay, we can do that. We know how to make an input-output table for P and Q. And then we can negate that. We'll get an input-output table for not P and Q. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing a truth table. I want to do an input-output table. There we go. Okay, what should the last column look like for P and Q? If P and Q are both turned on, then P and Q is turned on. Otherwise, P and Q is turned off. So that's what the truth table looks like for P and Q. Okay, so now it's very easy for us to make the truth table for the negation. All we have to do is look here and then just switch any 1 to a 0 and any 0 to a 1, and then we get the input-output table for the negation of P and Q. All right, and I just introduced to you a new symbol that you don't have to, but you can use this symbol for the negation of P. Whoops, sorry. For the negation of P and Q, you can use the symbol P vertical bar Q. Okay? Now, if you're drawing a circuit, this is what a Nand gate would look like. I'll start by drawing an AND gate. Let's call the inputs P and Q. We'll call the output R. Okay. So that's what an AND gate looks like, correct? So for a NAND gate, first of all, you write NAND instead of AND. And second of all, you put a little circle here at the end of it. Okay? Which is not the first time you've seen that. You know that in a NOT gate, you have a circle. So that circle basically represents a negation. Okay? All right, now here's a question that I would like you to think about. A NAND gate is the same thing as what two gates put together? I want you to think about that. In other words, if you're looking at a logical circuit, it's possible that you might see in the logical circuit one particular gate followed by another gate, and you might recognize, hey, I can replace those two gates with one single NAND gate. I want you to think about what would that situation be. So NAND means the negation of P and Q, right? So that means if I had P and Q coming together through an AND gate, then what comes out of there would be P and Q, right? If I then sent that signal through a NOT gate, then what comes out of there would be not P and Q, correct? So what I want you to notice is that anytime that you see that, an AND gate followed immediately by a NOT gate, you can replace those two gates with one single NAND gate. So you're killing two birds with one stone. Okay? All right, now the other one I want to show you is called NOR. And you can probably guess what that is. That is standing for not or. Or the negation of or. Okay, so this is the negation of P or Q. The symbol, again, we use this in math to mean something different. So this is a symbol you would only use in computer science. It's P, downward arrow, Q. Okay? Let's make a truth table for that. So we'll start by making a truth table for P or Q. Not a truth table, sorry, an input-output table, I mean. If it's a truth table, I would be putting T's and F's instead of 1s and 0s. Okay, how does P or Q work? If signal P is turned on, or if signal Q is turned on, then the signal P or Q would be active. So that's these three cases here. The signal P or Q is active. But if both signals P and Q are each turned off, then the signal P or Q would be inactive. Okay, so that's the input-output table for P or Q. Therefore, the input-output table for the negation of P or Q should look like this. The last column would be 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, and like I said, computer scientists have this symbol for the negation of P and Q is P downward arrow Q. Okay. Now, what do you think a NOR gate would look like? You can probably guess. It looks just like an OR gate with a circle at the end of it. And an electrical circuit, or actually I prefer the term logical circuit, what sequence of two gates can always be replaced by a NOR gate? You can probably guess that as well, right? If you have two signals passing through an OR gate, then what signal would be coming out of there would be the signal P or Q. And then if that signal passes through a NOT gate, then what signal would be coming out of there would be the signal, the negation of P or Q. So whenever you have that sequence of two signals, you can replace them, two gates, sorry. Whenever you have that sequence of two gates, you can replace those two gates with one single NOR gate. And kill two birds with one stone. Okay. So that's a pretty short lecture, I understand that, but that brings us to the end of that section of the book. And so that's where I want to end this lecture, okay? I don't want to start a new section right now. There's a new homework assignment up for you, and that'll be due in a week. All right? Have a good weekend.